The day everything broke open started like any other. Quiet, ordinary, deceptively normal. It was a Tuesday. I just handed my wife her coffee the way she liked it, almond milk and a dusting of cinnamon, while I sipped mine black. She was half distracted, tying her running shoes, checking her smartwatch, already halfway out the door. "I'll be back in 40, she said, kissing my cheek without really looking at me. I watched the door close behind her and felt that same uneasy flutter I'd been trying to ignore for months. A subtle shift in her. In us. Conversations that used to flow now felt like stepping around invisible cracks. Her affection had cooled, her laughter felt borrowed, and whenever I talked to her, it was like her mind was somewhere else entirely. But unease isn't proof. And I kept telling myself trust meant staying still, not snooping, not assuming the worst. But later that afternoon, while I was wiping down the counter, her fitness tracker buzzed. She'd left it behind. The screen lit up. 13,042 steps. Fine. Normal. But then, location. The Regal Inn. Logged between 8 and 10 that morning. My heart thudded. The Regal Inn wasn't a jogging route. It was a cheap roadside motel people used when they wanted to stay invisible. I shouldn't have gone further, but the ground had already shifted beneath me. My hands trembled as I logged into her fitness account on my laptop. The GPS trail was painfully clear. She'd driven straight to that motel right after leaving the house and stayed inside for more than 2 hours. That night, I didn't confront her. I couldn't. I watched her at the stove, stirring pasta, smiling at me like nothing in her world had changed. I swallowed the boiling questions and ate in silence. And after she fell asleep, I kept digging. Hotel receipts, email confirmations, photos taken during her so-called runs. The timestamps didn't lie. They placed her inside that motel room. By morning, the truth was so heavy I could barely breathe around it. "Did you go jogging yesterday?" I asked softly. She froze, mug halfway to her lips. "Yeah," she said too fast. "Why?" I didn't bother answering. I just handed her the printed motel receipt. Room 207, her name typed cleanly across the top. Her face drained of color. She started with, "I can explain," but there was nothing left I wanted explained. A week later, the divorce was done. No kids. No shouting matches. Just signatures and a silence so sharp it cut through everything that used to be us. She broke down once in the lawyer's office, begging for another chance, calling it a moment of weakness. She insisted she still loved me. But love doesn't creep around in motel rooms. Love doesn't turn your home into a stage set where one person is left acting alone. I moved out. New apartment. New number. New life. Healing came in waves, some days heavy, some light. I'd catch myself staring at an empty space on the couch or hearing a song that tugged at an old memory. But eventually, the memories dulled. They became just memories. Nothing more. 6 months later, her parents began reaching out again. At first, it was harmless. Her mother checking in. Her father commenting on how quiet their home felt. They said they missed me, still saw me as family. They insisted what their daughter did wasn't really her fault. I bit back the anger, kept things civil. "I appreciate the call," I said. I thought that would end it. Then they invited me to a small family dinner for her father's retirement. "You were part of our family for 8 years, her mother said, voice wavering. "It would mean the world if you came." Against better judgment, I agreed. I shouldn't have. The moment I stepped inside their home, I understood. There she was, my ex, seated at the table, wearing a blue blouse I bought her years ago. She lifted her head, gave me a soft smile. "Hi," she said quietly. "I'm glad you're here." It felt like walking straight into a trap. Her family spent the evening dropping hints about forgiveness, second chances, finding a way back. They wanted a storybook ending to wrap around the mess their daughter made. After dessert, I stood and cleared my throat. I need to say something. The table fell silent. "I'm grateful for the years I had with your daughter," I began. "And I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. But the relationship we had, whatever it was, is over. Not because I stopped caring, but because she chose something else. And I chose to walk away." Her mother tried to speak, but I gently lifted my hand. "I'm not here to ease anyone's guilt," I said quietly. "I've spent half a year rebuilding myself, piece by piece. I won't trade my peace just so everyone else can pretend nothing happened." I turned to my ex. Her eyes glistened, her lips trembling, but she didn't say a word. "Take care," I told her. Then I walked out. No dramatic scene, no triumphant music, just the night air and the steady beat of my heart reminding me that this, leaving, was strength. That choosing myself was not selfish. It was survival. Self-respect doesn't come from someone asking for forgiveness. It comes from standing up, walking away, and refusing to rebuild a home on the same ground that once crumbled beneath your feet.